As with custom toolboxes, you can customize the task lists that are located at the top of the task navigation toolbox. Let me show you what I mean. Here are the tasks. Click on that, and you'll see a list of possible tasks. And right now, the drawing task is the one which is currently selected. And we see the drawing task here in the lower part of the toolboxes. Now, the task list displays sets of tools which are used for specific drawing or editing tasks. They function in a similar way to custom toolboxes, but allow you to quickly switch between tasks. Just to refresh your memory, selecting a task replaces the standard drawing task tool frame with the tools from the selected task. For example, if I minimize this and instead click on Drawing Composition, then my drawing tools have been replaced by the Drawing Composition toolbox, which gives me access to those specific tools. Now you can develop your own task lists similar to this in the same way that you built up a set of tools in a custom toolbox. And we'll do that right now. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to my drawing tasks. Now they're back in place. So let's begin. Now I'm working in the right side of the Customize box, and I can drop that down, and we see a very similar situation to the left side pane. And in fact, the procedure is very similar to the custom toolboxes. So I want to add a custom user task list, and I'm going to use similar tools that we used in the custom toolboxes. So in my user tasks, I'll expand that, and I see my DesignLib file, which I'm currently in. Again, make sure you're working in your DesignLib file. Right-click that and click on New Task. So it's a new task rather than a new toolbox on the left-hand side. I'm going to call this one Special Tasks and enter. And now I'm going to right-click that and click on New Task. New task I'm going to call Pipeline, on the assumption that I'm specializing in drawing pipeline designs. So the next step then is to add tools to my pipeline task. And the process is exactly the same as custom toolboxes, where I copy and paste MicroStation tools to my pipeline task. You can do this one of two ways. You can expand the application tasks on this side of the box, expand the GUI DesignLib, and then expand whichever toolbox I want, and again select tools. I'm going to make things easy since this is the first on the list and select SmartLine. Click on Copy. Go back up to my special pipeline task, right-click on Pipeline, and paste. So now my SmartLine tool is in the pipeline task list. Let's add another tool to that. This time I'll take it from this side. It's exactly the same thing. Here are my lists of tools. Let's do a 2D view control. Let's do Fit View. Click on that, copy, come back to my pipeline, right-click, paste. Now I have two tools in my pipeline list. Let's see if this is working. So let's go up to my task list on the left side of the view window, pop that down. I should see my special tasks, minimize drawing. There's my special tasks. Here's my pipeline task list. Let's select that. And notice that the pipeline task list has popped into place. I see my two tools. I can see them a little better if I change the display of the tools. And there's my Place SmartLine and my Fit View. And of course, in the same way, you will continue to add tools to that task list in the Customize box. If you want to develop a set of custom tools that will display together, you can add more new tasks to that Special Tasks task. Each new task can then be populated with tools, as you did in the pipeline main task. Each main task will display on a separate line as individual toolboxes. Now, in the same way, you can customize all of the tasks and menu items on the right side. However, you need to be a little careful. For example, here are the main tasks. And what you'll find is that these are MicroStation's standard default tasks and toolboxes, which are displaying on this side of the toolset. And these are the main tools. So these tool selections over here and settings drive what you see in the toolboxes. So you do have to be a little careful in how you change anything on this side. But if you're customizing for special operations, then this is where you would do it. Now, please remember that you've created all of these special tools and tasks in your My Designlib file. This is fine so long as you point to that Designlib file in the configuration file, as we've already done. However, this might not be an ideal arrangement for some companies or for larger projects. You can, if necessary, customize the default Designlib settings that are used when you first install MicroStation. That file is called ustation.designlib and usually resides in the program files Bentley, MicroStation V8i, MicroStation Path. You can apply the same custom task settings as you did in this Designlib file. This means that custom tasks will be globally accessible without the need for a custom Designlib file, as we have just done. However, doing this changes the installed software itself, and you should be sure that this is your intent. Beware of overwrites when new MicroStation versions are installed, since the ustation Designlib file will be overwritten on each new installation. Now, all of these customizations are obviously very powerful ways to create and access sets of tools and other items specific to a particular drawing or editing task that you perform regularly. In a busy production company, they are certainly much more efficient than opening the individual tools one at a time to complete the same tasks. As always, please practice. Create your own custom task lists in addition to those custom toolboxes.